when we go to sleep, yeah.
Yeah.
When when all of us go to sleep, where do you think our souls go?
Bro, I believe. Alright, cool. Oh man, I believe our souls go to our other version of self in whatever parallel reality that there is. Yeah.
Mhm.
Reason I say that is that there's more that we don't understand about this world than what we do, and based off my own experiences on this plane, that's what I believe. I believe that there are multiple realities and dimensions. I've had experiences myself, and when you kind of see the science and things behind it as well, it kind of makes more logical sense. You know, you've all dreamt and felt like, "Rah, this is real." You know, to the point where you can't distinguish between the dream world and reality. You know, and it's that jolt when you wake up, like it. You know, at first, I'm sure, like when I was younger, I'm sure that must have been frightening to some degree. You get what I'm saying? Like, rah, like I was sure I was in Disneyland, yeah, on the Lion King, rare tear, you know. I was sure I was doing that, but no, I'm in Clapham. You know the ones I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I feel like when we go to sleep, it's a different reality type shit.
One of the reasons why I asked that as well, yeah,
Yeah.
is because like for years I've been kind of thinking to myself, does this really make sense? I'm living. When people say I'm living my dream,
I get you.
how can you live your dream if you're awake? But I thought when you go to sleep, that's when you dream.
Uh-huh. I guess.
So how can you live your dream when you're awake? But realistically, you can only dream when you go to sleep. You don't get where I'm coming from?
I guess it's like the way a painter paints, isn't it? Imagines whatever's going on inside his mind, and then he puts it onto the canvas. He or she puts it onto the canvas. So
Yeah.
I guess living your dream is in effect you painting, you know, what's in your head or what's in your dream into your quote unquote reality, you know, while you are awake. So if you're dreaming of that, I don't know, $1 million yacht and I don't know, the penthouse in Rare, whatever, then yeah, you pull that out of the dream that you had and you work. You know, maybe sometimes these dreams are little pushes, little nudges towards manifesting where it is that you're meant to. I feel, like I said, there's more about this world and this existence that we don't know than what we do. But I'm sure we've all had experiences where we've ignored something that was hard to explain, like in a dream or whatever it might be, and then somehow it's kind of materialized in your reality. So it kind of makes another question. It's like, did that happen as it was meant to, in the sense of like this was what was meant to, you know, this was predestined, or did I create that by simply dreaming it? Yeah, so yeah, that's yeah. So we can get a bit deeper there, you know.
Yeah. I want to go back. What country was you born in?
Alright, cool. I was born in Zimbabwe. So yeah, actually, yeah. Let me brush on that. So I'm half Zimbabwean, half Ugandan. I was born in Zimbabwe, December 5th, 1989, and my mum's Ugandan. Yeah, so my dad's Zimbabwean, my mum's Ugandan. And then I moved to Uganda when I was about maybe 6 months, 7 months old. And then yeah, I lived in Uganda until I was about 3. And then yeah, I came to the UK. And then yeah, just went back and forth for holidays. I pretty much spent my summers between Uganda and Zim. So yeah, man, yeah, that's pretty much me in a nutshell.
Do you sometimes feel like you're more Ugandan than a Zimbabwean, or a Zimbabwean than you are as an Ugandan?
That is do you know, I feel like I'm an African, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And what has happened, what has been my experience growing up is that, you know, I'll go to Zimbabwe and they'll be like, oh yeah, you're that English kid, or you know, like, right, you're not fully Zimbabwean because you know, you've got that Ugandan blood and you know, everything else. And then I'll go to Uganda and get the same thing, like, right, you're not fully Ugandan, obviously follow your dad's line, whatever. So you were born in Zimbabwe, your dad is Zimbabwean, so you're a Zimbabwean man, like your mum is Ugandan, right? And then I'd come here and it's like, right, you know, you don't belong, like you're not British, you're not English.
Do you sometimes feel like you're mixed race?
Nah, that's such a weird term. Mixed race. Nah, I say I'm a strong African.
Okay.
I'm an African at heart.
Okay.
And I think my experience has led me to believe that, you know, home is really where the heart is, you know, and I've been to places all over Africa and I've literally connected as if it was home, you know, all this time kind of thing. So yeah, I believe you are where you feel you're from kind of thing.
When it comes to maintaining, what does maintaining mean to you?
I said it earlier, equanimity is balance.
Mm.
Maintaining is balance. Yeah, because too much of anything can cause that negative reaction, a negative reaction. So maintaining is balance in a nutshell will be taking care of yourself, you know, physically, mentally, spiritually. And what that is as well is like, you know, as much as we want to plant a pretty garden, you got to remove the weeds, you know, so recognizing what weeds are growing in your garden and pulling them out, because you can't really expect anything new to grow when those weeds are still there type shit. So
Okay.
and that's a difficult process. Weeds always come back, you know, no matter what you do. Yeah, weeds always appear in your garden. So some things are nature, but I guess, yeah, balance is recognizing what you need to do and doing accordingly for your spiritual health, your mental health, and your physical.